What's up, guys? Today I'll bring a brand new deck profile on the new Oracle Think Tank deck from the Cardfight Vanguard reboot. With this new series, Vanguard has two formats now, which is Standard and Premium. This deck will be for Standard and not Premium, since everything in the deck will be new cards. So for starting Vanguard, we have Legends and Magus. So with Vanguard Reboot, all starter has the same ability, which is when you ride, you draw a card. There's not a lot to say about it. Other than that, you just draw a card to make you starting hand with 6, and that is it. Then moving on to grade 3s, we play 4 Imperial Order. Imperial Order, I would say it's kind of like the boss card of the deck. First skill is when you ride, you get a protect mark, as you can see from the card. So that's what you get with every single time you ride a grade 3. Her skill is on Vanguard, when placed, you're allowed to counterblast 1. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, add 1 to your hand, and shoot the other one to either top of the deck or to soul. And if you ride this on top of a grade 3, and you get plus 15k and a crit. So it has, her first ability has 2 skill, which is adding a card and check the top or add a soul. And also, if you ride on top of grade 3, it's an extra 15k and a crit, so it becomes a I would say like a break ride, but the skill only bump you to 27, so it's still not a magic number against 4 stack. Second ability is once per turn on Vanguard as well. You are allowed to soul blast 1 and choose one of your unit gains 6k. So it helps you to bring certain cards to magic number, but not always. So there's that. And moving on, we play 3 CEO Amaterasu. CEO Amaterasu does almost the same thing, which is getting a force mark, protect mark to your head, as you can see on the card as well. So her skill is once per turn on Vanguard, you could counterblast 1, draw a card first, and then look at the top card of your deck. You could decide either to put it on the top or the bottom. Her second ability function well with the first ability, which is on Vanguard and on Rearguard. Whenever you review, check, or look a card from your deck, this unit gains 5k. But the only problem with this card is that if you reveal 10 cards at the same time, you still only get 5k. It doesn't stack, but it stacks over time. So in this turn, if you reveal total time of 3 times with different skill, not at the same time, you're allowed to gain 15k, but it doesn't stack. So here's the reason. We play 2 victories there. Victory's their skill is on Vanguard and Rearguard. It's once per turn. You're allowed to soul blast 2 grade 3, and by doing so, and discard a card. And by doing so, you could look at the top 7 card and search up for 2 critical triggers and put them to the top of the deck. Then shuffle the rest and put it to the bottom. So since this card look at 7, Amaterasu's skill doesn't stack 7 times, so it only gains 1 time. So that's only 5. That's the only reason why they made it so that you don't stack with this card. Then moving on to grade 2s, we have 4 Silent Helm. I see a lot of players not playing Silent Helm anymore. I mean, I could see why. It's only because Silent Helm's ability now, the card stops, has a lower shield value, and higher shield value, which is trigger, are not being stopped, so you can still guard easily with them. But how I see this card is that they can guard with trigger, but they're losing more higher shield value just for this card. So let's say you're swinging at plus 6 for his own skill, you're swinging at 15, and if you, as long as they don't run regular draw trigger, their shield value is 15, which to your Vanguard, if you're playing 4 to your Vanguard, you're making yourself 28, and you're guarding a 15k attack just for that. So it's kind of huge waste to your opponent, and you could, your other attack, as long as, like, let's say Imperial Order, if they don't have perfect guard, or you could do the soul blast to somewhere else. The power stack to somewhere else make this card a lot better. That's why I play it. You don't have to. You can play the one that reveal the top card of the deck and decide to put it top or bottom. Then we play 4 Promise Daughter. She's really good. She has we will say resist, because even though the wording still could be targeted, unlike resist cannot be targeted, but it does not get retired. So Kagero cannot retire this unit by skill, which make this card good. And second ability is Vanguard or Vanguard as long as this card attacks a Vanguard. If you have 4 more cards in your hand, so it's like Oracle, it gains 6k. So it's also a 15k attacker. If you add a boost, the number will change. So even though they don't hit magic number as of now, but still good. Then moving on, we play 3 of this. Only 3 because I don't see more is needed. Her skill is similar to the other grade 2, which also let you check the top card of your deck. But what's nice about her is that she's a 15k attacker and she fixed your hand as well. But her only downside is that her check for the deck is only when you have a grade 3 Vanguard. So that's the only downside. That's why we only play 3. Then moving on for grade 1s, we play 4 Circle Magus. She's a best target to ride in this deck because she has a skill when when a unit ride on top of this, you can counterboss 1 to draw a card. So she acts like a starter, which allows you to save your hand, so you don't waste a card on the ride. Her other ability is on Vanguard and on Rearguard. Is whenever you drive check, reveal grade 2 or greater, you're allowed to put that card to the bottom of the deck, and by doing so, you could draw a new one. So let's say you have 3 on the back row, you could activate their skill on the same time, so you draw 3 by returning 1. So it helps you to boost up your hand size. That's why this card is really good. Then moving on, we play 4 Oracle Guardian Gemini. Your counter charger of the deck, it helps you do counter charge since you do waste counterboss a lot because of early game is okay, like this one's not a big deal, but late game, like your Imperial daughter, Silent Tom, your Amaterasu, this grade 2, so they all waste counterboss, so the later the game, the counterboss is needed. That's why you play 4 counter charge, just for that. Then moving on, we play 3 Farvel Magus. Skill is to check the top of the deck, so it acts the same thing as a grade 2. The only reason I didn't run it because of Tom and I run this. So if you don't run Tom, you can play the other grade 2. But like playing that, you relying more on CEO Amaterasu's power up. So if you do, you might boost up CEO Amaterasu to 4. But it's optional. That all depends on you. I feel like this because your main Vanguard, how I see it, is still Imperial Daughter because of the extra power it gains every time you ride. So it's not a big deal not to play that grade 2 since you checked it a lot as well. Then moving on, we play 2 Lockbird. Only needs 2 because skill is Soul Blast 2 like before, you draw a card, but only difference now it gains an extra 6k, so it becomes an 11k attacker or booster. But your soul need to be used on something else, so that's why you don't need to run more than 2. Then moving on for triggers, we play 4 draw PGs. It's just there because it's draw trigger and it's PG. Then 8 crit, so 4 Nike and 4 Psychic Bird. And then 4 heal trigger, it's heal trigger is there because you heal, it helps you to heal, and it's a 20k shield value. Then moving on, we play 5 protect. You could play more if you want. I only play 5 because protect mark is different from protect, and the other mark is that other marks stay on the board until the end of the game. But protect mark, every time you use it, it returns back to the mark zone, so you can recycle it, so you don't need more. But to be safe, that's why I play 5, because there is time let's say you write 4 grade 3 and you never use a mark, so you don't recycle them. That's why I play 5 is to be safe. You can play 8 if you want to be like really safe. That's all depends on you. So there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time.